Welcome back to Art at Home series, where we explore the fascinating world of contemporary arts. Today's episode is going to be a special one because we're discovering a very exciting and dynamic form of visual art called mixed media. Mixed media refers to an artwork made from more than one medium or material. It's like a playground for artists to enjoy experimenting with a variety of materials, textures, and techniques to create visually stimulating and complex works of art. Some common materials you'll see in mixed media include things like charcoal, clay, paint, whether acrylic, watercolor, or oil, graphite, pastel, fabric, paper, found objects like pieces of wood or metal, or even photographs. Now let's dive deeper into the concept and how you can start making your own mixed media artwork. What is mixed media in art? When you think of a traditional painting or drawing, you probably picture an artist using just one material, like oil paint or pencil. But with mixed media, artists go beyond these limitations, combining various materials to create something unique. For example, an artist might start with a sketch using graphite, then layer on acrylic paint, and finally add elements of collage using fabric or printed photos. Each medium offers something different to the artwork, whether it's texture, color, or a different way of seeing the subject. Before you create your mixed media art, let's have a trip down memory lane. This is the history and development of mixed media. Mixed media art has roots dating back to the early 20th century. Famous artists like Pablo Picasso and George Braque played a key role in the rise of this art form, especially with the introduction of collage into the fine art. In fact, Picasso's groundbreaking use of newspaper clippings and everyday objects in his Cubist works helped set the stage for how artists think about art materials today. This blending of high and low materials challenged traditional notions of art, and it's still a driving force behind many modern and contemporary artworks. Here's how you're going to create your own mixed media art. Number 1. Choosing your base medium. Start with a foundation material. It could be paper, cardboard, canvas, or even wood. Decide if you want your first layer to be something like paint or drawing. Number 2. Layering your materials. Begin building up layers. If you could paint first, then draw a sketch on top of that layer. And finally, paste elements like magazine cutouts, fabrics, or textured materials like sand or leaves. Number 3. Blending textures and techniques. The most exciting part of mixed media is playing with textures. For instance, you can create a rough texture with a palette knife or sponge, and then add smooth pencil or pen lines on top for contrast. Number 4. Final touches. Don't be afraid to experiment. Sometimes the best results come from unexpected combinations of materials. The beauty of mixed media lies in its unpredictability. Here are some examples of mixed media in art. Some well-known mixed media pieces include Picasso's still life with chair caning in 1912, which blends oil paint with newspaper clippings and other materials. Contemporary artists like Anselm Kiefer, who often uses materials like straw, ash, and clay to give his paintings an earthy, tactile quality. Mixed media is like the Wild West of art. No rules, no limits. It's all about breaking free, letting your creativity run wild and go beyond what is expected. Whether you're just starting out or already an art ninja, mixed media gives you endless ways to experiment and let your artistic voice scream, sing, or maybe even whisper dramatically. Here are some of the mixed media masterpieces my students whipped up. Feel free to draw inspiration from them. I hope today's episode has inspired you to dive headfirst into your own mixed media adventure. Play with your materials. Throw some paint, glue things that probably shouldn't be glued. Who knows, maybe your next great idea is hiding in the chaos. Because if art is not about self-expression and a little bit of madness, then what is it really? Feel free to share your mixed media pieces with us on social media using the hashtag #ArtAtHome. I'm excited to see your masterpieces. Until next time, happy creating!